Hello everybody and welcome back to Adam Bergman's Money Makers. We are live and direct from the studio up in Brooklyn, New York. First and foremost, before I go any further, I have to get something off of my chest. You know I have to tell you guys the truth and I don't like lying to you. And the truth of the matter is I appreciate every single which one of you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. And I do truly appreciate all of you. Thank you for making this channel what it is. We are now currently at 240 subscribers. We are growing. We are a team. Thank you very much. Today I want to go over a company called Tattooed Chef. The ticker symbol is TTCF. It is a very popular stock made popular by a really big YouTuber called Jeremy. And his channels are Financial Education 1, 2, and 3. He's also one of the Millennial Money guys with Andre Jick, Meet Kevin, and Graham Stephan. I'm sure all of us watch him. I do hold a large position, a 5-figure position in Tattooed Chef. I believe Tattooed Chef has a long way to go, and one of the reasons why I bought into Tattooed Chef is because I believe in the product, because I personally eat the product. I'm a pescatarian. I do not eat meat. I have not eaten meat in over 5 years, and some of my family members also are pescatarians. With that said, sometimes you want a nice healthy snack or something that tastes good and easy to make. Well, Tattooed Chef ticks all the boxes. So not everything in Tattooed Chef tastes good, but a lot of the stuff are freaking banging. Not just for vegetarians, but also for meat eaters. It also is a little bit of a healthier choice. Why? They don't like to use processed ingredients as much as, for example, a Beyond Meat or a Impossible Burger. Those things are highly processed, and those processed foods, although it's not meat-based, are not healthier than meat at all. Now, I'm not debating if vegetarian is healthier than meat or meat is healthier than vegetarian. Or you guys can just, juice it up a little bit like Liver King and say that all you eat is meat and that's why you're so absolutely jacked. Whatever. The point is, I do believe in Tattooed Chef, and I am one of those theoretical investors thinking what's going to happen in the future. I do see Tattooed Chef in more and more SKUs and more different stores, and that is undeniable. Whenever I go to Stop and Shop to buy food, Tattooed Chef is always sold out. Or they have like 5 different things that they hold from Tattooed Chef, and 3 will be sold out, and there's only like 2 variations left, like a cauliflower mac and cheese or something like this, right? So I believe in the company for that. I believe in the company and I like it that it's such a small market cap. As you guys know, I like those big possibilities of huge growth. Anyways, they had earnings yesterday. They had a mixed earnings, and I'm going to read it to you guys. I don't know if any of you guys are interested or not, but I'm just going to read it to you. But before I do, none of this is financial advice. All of this is purely entertainment and educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, that's 100%. Seeking Alpha did a really good job breaking it down, and I think it's a little more interactive if I'm going to be reading this article as opposed to actually reading you the financials and the results. So I'm going to be using Seeking Alpha's breakdown. Tattooed Chef, a disappointing 2021. Here are our expectations for 2022. It's very important to see the expectation of 2022 and to move forward. A lot of companies are in a rut due to COVID and a lot of problems, and I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to call it as it is. However, I do want to see their moving forward statement. I did not read this yet. This is the first time I'm reading this, so you will get a genuine 100% realistic reaction from me, as I always try to do. Summary, 2021 was a disappointing year for Tattooed Chef. The company did not maintain expectations. However, the company increased its self-presence throughout the year thanks to the increase in stores and SKUs per store. Overall, we are slightly disappointed by the management. I think that is a fair assessment. They had these huge growth projections and they just could not hit them. However, as I said earlier in this video, they are getting into more and more stores, and I feel that the growth is going to come. I think don't overpromise and underdeliver. Just relax, take it back a notch, and take a page out of the book of Palantir. Palantir always says we're going to get 30% growth year over year. However, we are absolutely smashing those numbers. So if you think that we're going to get, for example, 10% year over year growth, just say we're going to get 9%. So you guys give yourself that little buffer and cushion. It's better to under-promise and over-deliver than over-promise and under-deliver. Expectations versus reality. At the beginning of the year 2021, Tattooed Chef management guided for a revenue of $222 million. That would have been a 49% revenue growth compared to 2020. In our first article, we explained why an actual 49% growth rate would be even better if we focus on the Tattooed Chef brand. Tattooed Chef sells both products from its brand and private labeling, where they produce products that are sold in with other brands. So they'll actually make it and another brand will put their label on it and be like, hey, we made this. The trend at the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 was negative for the private label segment, which brought us to expect a massive growth for Tattooed Chef brand. Revenue rose 32.2% to $52.3 million. Tattooed Chef brand products revenue increased 21.7% to $29.2 million, or 56% of total revenue. What does this mean? In quarter 4, Tattooed Chef had a more significant increase in private label products than Tattooed Chef products. That also impacted gross margin, which has never been so low in the past 3 years. Man, that really sucks. All right, so these are the explanations. Q4 2021 earnings call. Stefan Dykman, the CFO, explained gross profits also reflected the impact of lower margin private labeling and co-packing products being produced at our recently acquired New Mexico and Belmont confection facilities, partially offset by higher revenues and improved production capacities. We expect the gross margin will be positively impacted as we transition the acquisitions in both New Mexico and Ohio from private label co-manufacturers into manufacturing Tattooed Chef brands. So instead of the private labeling, it's now going to be Tattooed Chef brands, and Tattooed Chef brands gives you guys a lot more margin than selling private labeling. Private labeling is just like an additional to your actual brand. This means that the new acquisition made by Tattooed Chef in 2021 are now producing private label products, which now explains why private label increased so much during the last quarter compared to the branded products. Tattooed success to use this capacity in the future to produce branded products, which will help reach higher margins. All right, so it looks like I'm explaining it correctly. In Q3 2021 earnings call, the CFO again explained that in Q1 and Q2, we ran very large promotions within the club channels. Those promotions back off in the form of limited time offers. And then in Q4, honestly, there are no giant promotions. There is a little bit of limited. So basically Q1 and Q2 were massive. Q3, nothing really happened. And Q4 was That would explain why Tattooed Chef revenue was sequentially down in quarter over quarter in Q4, 29.2 against 35.3 in Q3. So this is a very small market cap company. I'm going to go over the numbers in a moment. This sucks, and I'm a holder, but this freaking sucks. You shouldn't go from 35 million to 29 million really, really fast. Was that like 20% decrease? It sucks. These are not good numbers. I'm not going to sugarcoating it. It's not good. However, they have room to grow, and they're explaining why. So I wish I just bought right now as I bought instead of buying before. All right, now they're going to talk about the management. We see that Tattooed Chef was slightly short in targets of 2020 million in revenue. However, the worries us most is that the 2021 initial guidance did not consider the NMFD acquisition, which bumped the guidance by almost 15 million later in the year. Therefore, revenues were about 10% lower than the beginning of the year expectations. Unfortunately, Tattooed Chef management does not guide branded revenue, so we cannot compare expected revenues with the actual result. However, considering the trend of the past year and the growth of Ttcf brands in previous years, we were expecting a more substantial growth than what was obtained. So we got 132 and we were expecting 150. Yeah, I just honestly think that they're overhyping a little bit and need to relax a little bit, and they need to have a better business mindset. These guys are not running the business as they should. Like when I say that, they should take more things into account. What we are expecting in our conclusion, we expect Tattooed Chef to continue increasing sales through investments and acquisitions. The vegan and vegetarian trend has an attractive addressable market, and there is space for growth in the United States and later internationally. That's exactly what I said in the beginning of the video. This is the reason why I invested them. I'm not too concerned about the numbers. Again, I just feel like a dumbass because I bought when I bought. I rather have bought now, but that's okay. The total addressable market is growing. There's like this whole phase right now, and I don't believe it's phase. I think it's here to stay, of this healthy food growing, this vegetarian, this pescatarian, this vegan, healthy food growing. So, however, we find it difficult to believe in the path of a $1 billion in sale that the management showed on 2020 Analyst Day. 1 year of the result after that, and we were already short of the projected revenue in 2022. 2022 guidance at about 280 million is lower than the expected 300 100 million, all right? So then we're getting around 8% less. The management expects to see profitability in the second part of 2023. However, now we don't entirely trust the expectations and rather see profitability coming in 2024, 2025. Guys, that is absolutely massive. That is absolutely huge. So if they're saying that we're going to be profitable in 2023 and we're actually going to be profitable in 2024 or 25, as Seeking Alpha is saying, well, that is bad. And the price is going to reflect that. Let's check the price right now of how Tattooed Chef is doing. And I believe, again, I'm not saying that this is not bad. I am saying this is bad. What I am also saying is that I just wish that I bought today as opposed to buying 6 months ago or whenever I bought. Why? I do believe that in the future, this is going to be a massive company. Just look at Beyond Meat. It's huge. It's huge. The brand is huge. And I believe that Tattooed Chef is a better market than Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat is highly processed, and I think that's not going to go too well in the future. However, it's two completely different total addressable markets, right? So this is the Beyond Meat that kind of caters to the meat eaters that want to try to eat vegan or vegetable. The burgers are great. For me, they taste just like meat or very close. And I did a taste test with a lot of people, and people have no idea what's going on, especially with all the condiments. And then you have this sector, which is like the Tattooed Chef sector, where it's more like we want like actual plant-based. And then they kind of overlap right here, the TAMs. But they have their own different market, if that makes sense. Let's go take a look at the price really fast. All right, Tattooed Chef, where are we at? All right, Tattooed Chef looks like it's up 0.5% right now. The price right now is $10.87. As you can see, the 52-week low was $10.28. This is what I like the most. The market cap is only $900 million. $900 million. As you can see, they did have a 52-week high of $25, which means they are trading at a huge, huge discount to where they were just a little bit under a year ago. But I wanted to go and show you something else. This is Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat is also almost nearly at a 52-week low. However, if you go to the market cap of Beyond Meat is $2.8 billion. So I believe that Tattooed Chef has a long way to grow in to what they want to be. I think that the market is huge. I think that there is a lot of room to grow for Tattooed Chef. I also think there's a lot of room to grow for Beyond Meat. I don't buy into Beyond Meat because I have no money on hand, but I think it's worth an investment in my personal opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and what the heck do I know? Thank you so much once again. Please give me the likes, please give me the shares, please give me the subscribe, and I will forever appreciate you. I wish you all a happy day and great trading.